Alright, so I'm creating part 4 now. A standard.ipt, that's how all my parts are. This is the part I'm making. A little complicated, but it's not too bad. It's nothing we can't handle today. It's kind of a Z shape going on. Should be fun. And I'm going to draw it as if I'm starting on this back side, because notice we've got a little piece missing right here. I'm going to draw it like it's not cut out yet, like this piece here is not cut out. So I've got a general Z shape going on, backwards Z. Alright, so let's get that out of the way, and let's start making it over here. I'm on my YZ plane. This time, instead of rectangles, I'm just going to use my line tool. Do a bunch of little lines. Starting here, I'm going to make the general shape, and then I'm going to come out later and actually dimension it. I am going to make sure everything's at a 90-degree angle, though. That's going to make it a lot easier later. Alright. Again, make sure everything's at a 90-degree angle to everything else. Press escape because I'm done making lines. Now I need to dimension everything. This top one is 1.5. Zoom out a little bit. Here we go. This piece here, this is a 1. Notice I'm just clicking on the edge and then coming down. I'm clicking on the edge and then just dropping down. I don't have to measure between two things if it's just a straight line, especially using this line tool. It likes that pretty well. This dimension. This one is an interesting little spot. Let me bring the picture over. I'm measuring this bottom edge. I do that by taking my overall edge, it's 1.5, minus this thickness, which is 0.5. So I have a total of 1 right here. 1, enter. Good. Now I need, let's do this one. This is a 1. This height here is a 0.5. And let's see, from here to here is 0.5. And that should be everything. Okay, 1. Our height only adds up to 2. We missed a 0.5 somewhere. I'm looking at my picture. This piece is 1.5. I have this as 1.5 down to where it's eventually going to be cut out. Right here. Oh, but we have a little bit more of that. We have 0.5 more for our height. So this piece needs to be a 1. There we go. So, let's see if I can try and have them on both screens again. Switch that over. Go back here. Alright, I have this whole piece here being a 1. But notice I measured it right here, just this top bold piece. So from this piece to this, from here to here, we're measuring another 1. And we have a 0.5 for this piece, 1 wide on the bottom. And that should be everything. Let's take a peek. Let's extrude it now. Zoom out. My whole piece is extruded back 4.5. Alright, we're looking pretty good. This whole piece and this whole piece. Not too shabby yet. Now I've got to cut out this piece right in here. And I'm going to do this by starting a sketch on this face. I've got to cut out this corner on this side. Starting in the top right corner with a rectangle. See how it wants to stick to something? I want to make sure I'm not on that line. See how my dot turns green? There's no way for me to make that bigger, so sorry about that. But if that dot turns green, I'm going to add some extra constraints that I'm not going to want. So make sure you're not on any of those previous lines. Then dimension it to be the size you want. So we end up cutting down 1.5 and we come over. Let me show you on my picture. The overall is 4.5, but it should only be at the top 3. So it's going to be 4.5 minus 3 is what we're going to cut out. And let's see how strong Inventor is. It should be able to do that for us. 4.5 minus 3. And it does that. It tells you it's now 1.5. Later in the year, we're going to do some where we actually have, instead of just numbers, we link that to previous dimensions. Gets to be pretty exciting. Now we're going to cut. So I need to extrude that piece. Ooh, I don't want it to stick out though. I want that to be a cut. So I'm going to take it back. Notice how far that pink goes. I don't want it to go back that far. I just want it to go through all. And then hit OK. I'm going to slide this over, bring our picture in. Look at that. Perfect. Beautiful piece of art. So that's our shape. And for whatever reason, I'm comparing mine to someone else's and it doesn't look right. Or I'm comparing it to my own piece here and it doesn't look right. The way I can get in and edit those sketches by going into my browser. This one, it'll show you in red. See the small, it's just around this piece here that it's red. While this one, extrusion 1, that was the whole overall piece. So this whole thing turns red. I want to edit that sketch. I can right click, edit sketch. Now I can come in and change these dimensions. Instead of this being 1.5, I can change it to 3. And hit enter, finish sketch, and you can see it changed the whole operation. Let's go in and change that again because that was wrong, right? This should be 1.5. Back to the way it was, finish the sketch, and it changes back to the way it should be. So that's it. That's part 4 on activity 4.1E. This is Project Lead the Way in Trend Engineering. Great class, great group of students in here this year, and great program to use here with Autodesk Inventor. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.